Good morning, students. Today we are starting new chapter periodic classification of the elements. Points under study are elements and their classifications, Dobereiner triads, Newland's law of octaves, Mendeleev's periodic table, modern periodic table. Okay. Can you recall the first question is that what are the types of the matter? Student, there are two types of the matters, mixtures and pure compounds. These are the two types of the matter. Question is that what are the types of the matter? Answer is that there are two types of the matter, mixtures and pure compounds. Okay. Second question is what are the types of the elements? There are three types of elements. One is the metal, second is the non-metal, and third is the metalloids. So elements are classified into three types: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. And third question, what are the smallest particle of the matter called? What are the smallest particle of matter called? Smallest particle of matter is called atom. Very teeny particles, very smallest particle of matter called atom. And fourth question in can you recall what is the difference between molecules of elements and compounds? Molecules of elements and molecules of compounds are different in the size, in their size. Now consider first point, classification of the elements. In previous standard we are studied atoms of elements are only one type. Today 118 elements are known to the scientific world. How many elements are known today? There are 118 elements are known today. But in 1800, in that is the in 18th century, only 30 elements were known. More number of elements were discovered in the course of the time. As the time goes time gone, more number of elements are discovered. At the in the century of the 18th, there are only 30 elements were known. But as time goes, in the course of the time, many elements are discovered. Many more elements are discovered. More and more information are collected about the properties of these elements. More informations are gathered about the properties of elements, and to study the such large number of elements, scientists started the studying the pattern, if any, in the first information about them. And elements are classified into groups, metals and non-metal. Scientists to study the vast number of elements, scientists classified the element into metals and non-metals, and later another class is developed called metalloids. So total elements are classified into three categories, three types: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Because to study the vast number of elements, scientists classified the elements into three groups in the three classes: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Because why they are why the elements are classified? Because elements are 118, and their properties and their informations are more and more was more and more, and to ease the study of such elements they classified the elements metals as a metals, non-metals, and later on metalloids. Now next point is the Dobereiner's triads. Student, consider here, in 1817 German scientist Dobereiner suggested that properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. In 1817, scientist Dobereiner suggested that properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. He made the group of three elements, such three elements having the similar properties, similar chemical properties, and called them triads. Scientist Dobereiner made the group of the elements, and these group of elements are called triads. In the triads, chemical properties are related to their atomic masses. Properties of elements are related to the atomic masses. If we take the example of the triad lithium, sodium, and potassium, this is the triad because these group contain the three elements. So group of three elements Dobereiner called triads: lithium, sodium, and potassium. These are the triads. Example of the triads. Do you know lithium has the atomic mass 6.9, and potassium have the atomic mass 39.1, and middle element sodium has the average atomic mass of the lithium and potassium. Here average is 23, and these are the atomic mass of the sodium. Second example of the triad is the calcium, strontium, and barium. So atomic mass of the middle element strontium is the average atomic mass of the calcium and barium. Here strontium has the atomic mass 88.7. How it is find out? The atomic mass of the calcium is 41.1, and atomic mass of the barium is the 131.3, and average of these two atomic masses is the 88.7. So this is the atomic mass of the middle element strontium. That is the uh, atomic mass of, in the triad, atomic mass of the middle element is the average atomic mass of the other two elements. In this another example, see the chlorine, bromine, and iodine is the triad. uh, Here bromine is the middle element, chlorine and average atomic mass of the chlorine and iodine is the atomic mass of the bromine. So in the triad, middle element have the average atomic mass of the first and last element with the another two elements. Here bromine have the average atomic mass 81.2. Okay. Next, can you tell, identify, student, now see the can you tell question is that identify Dobereiner's triads from the following groups of the element having the similar chemical properties. So first is the magnesium, calcium, and strontium. First question is the identify the Dobereiner triads from the following groups of the element having the similar chemical properties. First is magnesium, calcium, and strontium. These are the not Doberan triads because average atomic of the calcium is atomic mass of the calcium is not average of the magnesium and strontium. So first is the not Doberan triads. Second is the sulfur, selenium and tellurium. This is the Doberan triads. And third, beryllium, magnesium and calcium. It is also not Doberan triads because they are the same group elements. Okay, so first magnesium, calcium and strontium are not Doberan triads. Second is the sulfur, selenium and tellurium is the Doberan triads. And third one, beryllium and magnesium, calcium are not Doberan triads because they are included into the same group.